Class, we will start our day with a prayer. Everybody, let us pray.
Dear Lord, thank you for watching over me through the night and for the gift of this new day. I offer to you whatever I think or do or say. Fill me with your grace so that everything I do will be according to your will. Help me to control my emotions and imaginations. Grant me the serenity to accept with patience the things I can and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Good morning, teacher Hermie. Good morning, judges. Good morning, classmates. It's nice to see you again, Buhat.
Okay, good morning. You may now take your seat.
Thank you, teacher Hermie.
Okay, so yesterday I had given you an assignment about for our activity this morning. So yesterday I said that you are going to research about internet. Internet brings more harm than good. And I group you into two groups. First, the positive group, the second group, or the negative group. So are you ready for this activity this morning?
Yes!
Okay, so if you are ready, we will have our classroom debate. But before we will start our activity this morning, at the back we have the panel of judges. So I am going to introduce to you our first judge is Mrs. Nancy Waisan-Juan, our grade 6 chairman, and at the same time, master teacher to Lugan Central. So, next, our second judge is Mrs. Fe O. Pacola, grade chairman of grade 5 and Master Teacher 1 of Lugan Central Elementary School. So, our chairman of the Board of Judges for this morning is Mr. Armando Santibanez, our school ICT coordinator. So, we will give them a round of applause. And our timer for this activity is Teacher Eden Grace Hilyaduga. So for this morning, our debate topic is Internet brings more harm than good. So to start with our activity, may I call to our moderator.
To our noble Board of Judges, teachers, classmates, a pleasant morning to all. My name is Nicole Bernadette D. Canaria, and I am the moderator. As we all know, our generation now is bounded by technological advancement that includes gadgets and internet. These things may or may not do good to our generation, but it can be a detrimental effect to the public or the other way around. For this matter, we would like to hear the minds of our young pupils understand about the motion given. So, before we formally start our debate, the government side, Iron Mail Australia, Hardy May Peroso, and Kenneth John Fabregas. The negative side, J. Fidesus, Ardeline Hemperoso, and Justin Allen Bibanco. So, after acknowledging both sides, now we will call on the Prime Minister of the positive side, Ms. Iron Mail Australia, to take the center stage and to formally start the debate.
Good morning to the adjudicators, Teacher Hermie, to my fellow debaters, and to all people inside this room. I am Irene May Australia, and I'm the Prime Minister of the government side. With me is Harty May Hemperoso, the government deputy, and Kenneth John Fabregas, the government whip. The government supports the motion. This House believes that internet brings more harm than good. So the scope in this debate is only limited to the Philippines as its location, and the time to be considered is the present era or the 21st century. We also define word harm as dangerous and good as beneficial. So the government side will tackle 3 points of arguments. First, internet causes cyberbullying. Second, internet causes us to become an idler and dependent. And lastly, internet becomes an avenue for illegal transactions and activities. I will tackle about the first argument, while the remaining arguments will be discussed by my deputy, Ms. Hartine Hemporoso. Before going to our first argument, let me first introduce all of you to a quote from Andrew Brown. The internet is so big, so powerful and pointless, that for some people, it is complete substitute for life. The internet is so vast, so powerful, that it can totally destroy a person instantly. As we all know, ladies and gentlemen, we can hide our own identity and start bashing people in the social media. We can deny the fact that because of this feature and lack of cyberbullying rules. Cyberbullying is not all about making a person powerless, uncomfortable, or cheating, but it also includes hacking other social media accounts to acquire secrets and even person's identity. Can you imagine the magnitude of the effect internet deals to our lives? Ladies and gentlemen, we're not hiding the fact that internet can help us. But as what I have said earlier, internet is so powerful that it can totally destroy our lives in a single click. As I repeat, internet is so big, so powerful and pointless that for some people, it is complete substitute for life. For now, we temporarily rest our case.
After hearing the Prime Minister of the government side, now we call on the negative leader, Ms. Joy Pidesus, to take the center stage and to open your house.
Good morning to the Board of Judges, Teacher Hermie, to my fellow debaters, and to all people inside this room. This House believes that internet brings for good and harm. Let me start my speech by rebutting the argument and point given by the Prime Minister of the government side. She said that internet can destroy one's life because of cyberbullying. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's be realistic here. People who are often criticized and bashed on internet are also people who are making bad things toward another person. So we can say that these cases about cyberbullying is not totally affected and caused of using internet. It is solely because of one say to another. Bullying is happening not only in social media, it is happening everywhere. It is because of one's personality, not because of internet. No, thank you. I will accept the POA later after I finish my rebuttal speech. So continuing what I am telling you here is that internet doesn't aggravate the situation. The factor that I will aggravate such things are the emotional person involved. So now, I can accept the POI that was raised a while ago.
What can you say about the instances where even our babies are being humiliated in social media?
That question will bring us to our point, which I will discuss. And that argument is all about internet. Gives us the avenue to build sympathy and camaraderie in the community. I can't hide the fact that your question is somehow true. But didn't you know that the amount of hate in the scenarios are overshadowed by the amount of love and sympathy given by other people? I knew all of you noticed this thing, that if an innocent person has been attacked by this nonsense and good-for-nothing people will turn into a person who gave the humiliation and will result a collective effort in defending an innocent person. So after discussing your argument, my deputy will discuss about the point that internet gives us the way easily to communicate to our loved ones. And internet helps us to lessen our burden in acquiring facts. And also internet makes our life easier than day-to-day basis.
After hearing the the negative leader, now we call on the Deputy Prime Minister, Mrs. Hardy Megan Peroso, to take the center stage and to open her house.
Good morning to the adjudicators, to Teacher Hermie, to my fellow debaters, and to all my classmates. So, before our procedure point, let me rebut on the point given by Ms. Jai Fidesus. She said that social media becomes an avenue for sympathy and camaraderie. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's be realistic here. Not all instances we can say that there are many people who sympathize the weak and the innocent. One example of this is the recent incident regarding the Rojas Knives Market bombing. Didn't you saw the magnitude of hate and bash given to the victim? Just because they are in the city where the current president and the most hated person in the country is residing? It is also not absolute to say that sympathy is overflowing for those who are innocent. As we have also said a while ago, it is always on the user. But so much for that. Now, we will proceed to our argument regarding this issue. So one of our arguments is that internet caused us to become lazier. Have you seen the movie Wall-E produced by Pixar? The movie gave us the idea that technological advancement result is making people lazier than ever. Because of this technological advancement, where internet is included, people became more dependent to it. We all knew that this scenario is true and is happening at this time as we speak. Students are only using their Control-CS and Control-VS in making their homeworks and worst, even their home reading book reports. This accumulation of the bad effect results in the deterioration to the quality of students our present generation is producing. For a third argument, we can tie the fact that because of internet, many minors and women are violated. Many are involved and affected by human trafficking violations. Many became victims of child pornography, and because of internet, simplifies the mode of communication. Illegal transactions are easily done by simply clicking and typing on your mobile devices or gadgets. These are my two arguments, and for that, I temporarily rest my case.
After hearing the Deputy Prime Minister, now we call on the Deputy Negative Leader, Ms. Ardeline Peroso, to take the center stage and to open her house.
Good morning to the Board of Judges, to Teacher Hermie, to my fellow debaters, and to all my classmates. I would to give some comments to the arguments given by the government side. All of their arguments are all empty arguments, and these arguments are lacking. Even if internet is not visible to these researchers, all of their arguments can happen, and all of these can surely happen. Why? Because humans always find ways how to screw up their lives. They don't internet to do such mischief acts. Internet only serves as another medium, but even if this medium is out of the picture, nothing will totally change. This bullying thing, this indolent behavior of humans, and these illegal transactions will not differ if internet is present or not. Because of this fact, we can easily say that the bad things resulted from the internet are all things that can happen without internet. So to further strengthen our case inside, I would like to give two more arguments, which is communication became easier to expect communication to the acquiring knowledge. We can separate the words communication and internet. Internet revolutionized the communication now. We can easily see and talk to our loved ones wherever they are. We can easily send pictures to them. This feature of internet is very essential and beneficial to all of us, especially to the Filipinos, because of our trait, which is emphasizing the bond between the members of the family. Lastly, internet gives us the opportunity to acquire knowledge easily. We can simply search something and easily get the answer. This is not called laziness. We are doing this kind of things to adapt the type of living, and the type of generation we have. Even we copy and pasted such information, we should take into account that we should read what we have to maximize the opportunity given to us by the advancement of generation. All of our two arguments will surely strengthen our bid to win this debate.
After hearing the deputy negative leader, now we call on the government whip, Mr. Kenneth John Fabregas, to take the center stage and to open their house.
Honorable members of the Board of Judges, Teacher Hermie, fellow debaters, and classmates, good morning. This debate is clearly on our favor because, as you can see, we give the better approach in handling the motion. The arguments given by the negative side didn't outweigh our arguments. If we will base this debate according to our arguments versus their arguments, we can easily say that their arguments are half-baked and lacking of substance, whereas our arguments is very strong. They can't deny the fact that at this generation, we people are blinded to the true effects of the internet. As our argument suggested, it became a tool to us to become irresponsible than ever. We are so dependent to our gadgets and to the internet. Everything happening now is associated to the internet. Let me introduce to you in the cliche. All things used are excessively bad to one's position. And let's always remember that the internet is so big, so powerful and pointless, that for some people, it is a complete substitute for life. Internet is slowly eating us. To end our argument, we can easily deduce that the internet is slowly killing us. We might not notice this for now, but surely, in the long run, we will see the bad effects of it, and it will surely surpass the magnitude of its beneficial effect on our lives. For that, I permanently rest our case.
After hearing the government whip, now we will call on the negative whip, Ms. Justin Allen Bibaco, to take the center stage and to open your house.
We are so confident that we presented the best reasons why internet is so beneficial to us. Their arguments are lacking in substance compared to us. Realistically, all of our points are very noticeable. As Noam Chomsky stated, and we quote, "The internet can be a very positive step towards education, organization, and participation in a meaningful society." The amount of beneficial effects of internet surely outweighs the bad effects given by the government side. Without considering the fact, their arguments are varying from one case to another, while our arguments are true to all instances. One's mind can imagine, especially to the Filipino people who value deeply understand family ties, sympathy, and also for the thirst of oneself in acquiring knowledge. How can we not a strong argument if now we are approaching the so-called modern era? How can the thirst for innovation and development can be outweighed by things that is about the morals of the user that are different from one another? Their arguments are surely not credible due to the fact that is absolutely whereas to us. These bases are suggesting clearly that we got a bigger edge in winning this debate. For that, I permanently closed our side.
After hearing the negative whip, now we will call on the reply speaker of the negative side, Ms. Joy Fidesus, to take the center stage and to open her house to permanently close this debate.
We are very sure that this debate is a landslide win for us because we gave you the best argument a debater can give, and it surely outweighs the argument presented and given by the government side.
After hearing the reply speaker of the negative side, now we will call on the reply speaker of the government side, Ms. Irene Neil Australia, to take the center stage and to open her house to permanently close this debate.
We believe that we presented a much better comprehensive and accurate arguments and realistic that gave us the assurance and edge to win this debate. Our arguments surely outweigh arguments given us by the negative side. This surely gives us the win in this motion.
To formally close the House, may I request both teams to go to the center to exchange pleasantries to the opposing team.
Okay, we'll give them a round of applause for the both teams, the negative and the positive side. Congratulations to the both teams. So at this time, I will give you 2 minutes to think and formulate insights from our notion, from our topic. So, the debaters give you arguments and ideas about internet brings more harm than good. So the positive side give their arguments and the negative side gives also their arguments and ideas. For now, you are going to reflect or make a reflection or make an insight about our debate this morning. Who can share his or her insight? Nobody? Yes?
In the 21st century, we can't live without the internet. Not only computers, but also cell phones can be connected to the internet. Many families have computers at home. We can always see people surfing the net everywhere. Computers bring us much more convenience. It brings us convenience, information, and entertainment.
Okay, very good, Margaret. You have heard from Margaret that internet brings convenience. You can sort. How about the others? Anyone? Yes, Joseph?
The internet can cause cyberbullying, scams, and make people eat their independent. And internet can also hurt other people because of illegal transactions.
Okay, very good, Joseph. So Joseph stated the harm that internet can give. That it can cause cyberbullying and it can cause illegal transaction through internet. Who else? Yes? Yes?
The good but beneficial of internet or social media is to communicate with your loved ones that is in the other country by using gadgets through internet. Yes, we can't deny the fact that social media can cause cyberbullying by bashing and hating other people. That's why we have a saying that think before you click to avoid this kind of situation. And as a matter of fact, people nowadays need internet and gadgets to their daily lives.
Okay, very good. Very good insight from Keskrel. She said that internet, you can sort, you can see pictures, you can have communication with your friends and relatives to other places. Who else? Yes, Cody?
Internet can help us to our studies, but even it can help us, we should not to overuse it to avoid the cyberbullying and the social media and everywhere.
Okay, very good, Cody. So from Cody's experience, it can help in your studies. Who else? Yes? Ada?
In the following paper, I will discuss what I have learned. Internet can harm to the people. It can also ruin our life because we are addicted to gadgets and internet to this new generation. Some people use it just for fun and to bash people. Instead of using internet, we should use books too so we could learn the things that we don't know.
Okay, nice idea, Ara. Who has another idea? Who has another insights? Yes, Jessa?
The internet is useful for facilitating communication, distributing information, and sharing knowledge. Some of the ways this can be achieved through the use of internet. In school, students use internet to learn and teachers use internet in their things. That means internet make the learning and teaching processes. As a result, students are all better educated.
Okay, we have heard from Jessa that internet can bring and can gain or can share, and you can share your knowledge through internet. So we can gain knowledge, but internet sometimes gives harm. Don't use excessively. Don't use in cyberbullying. What else? Don't use in video games. So for this time, we are going to hear from the Board of Judges the result of our activity this morning. So the chairman of the Board of Judges, Sir Armando Santibanez, will declare the winner for the best speaker, the best debater, and the best team debater for this morning. So we'll give him a round of applause.
Good morning to all. We are indeed happy and grateful of the output of this debate. So we know that everyone presented an impressive argument. So I will give to you now the result of your debate. We will start from the best speaker. Our best speaker is no other than Irene Lastrilla. You are the best speaker from the positive side. Please stand. Our best debater. Our best debater is Ardeline Hemperoso from the negative side.
Okay,
Please stand.
stand.
And our best team for this debate goes to
Goes to
the negative side.
Okay.
So congratulations.
So give them a round of applause to the negative side. So the winner, please go to the front and you will receive your prize from one of the members of our Board of Judges, Ma'am Nancy San Juan. Sir, please give to our Nance.
For
And?
the best speaker.
Yes.
Okay, congratulations. For
Okay.
the best debater.
Yes.
For the best debater.
Yes, sir.
Thank you and congratulations.
That is surprise. Surprise prize.
From
Okay.
for our best team.
Team debater.
The negative side.
Okay. Please give them a big round of applause for best team debater for this morning's activity. Okay, congratulations to our best debater, and to the negative side, congratulations also. So we have heard the arguments, ideas, and insights given by your classmates. For this time, as your assignment for tomorrow, you are going to make a reflection about our topic, Internet brings more harm than good. So assignment will be written in a one whole sheet of bond paper. Okay?